Good morning, everyone. Welcome. We've been praying for you this morning, and lots of themes have come out, but we really felt that for you today was to remember who you are. Stay in your lane. There is a divine thing that happens when you know who you are, you know that God's created you to do a certain thing. You do what you love, and then you run with it and you flow with it. So I want to encourage you today to just take a few moments and go, God, what adventures do we get to go on today? What are the special things that you and I get to bring to our work environment today or wherever you're going? And then consciously bring those things. Bring him with you. Go, you know what, God, I can do this thing really well, but what can you do with me? What will your secret sauce add to this so that the world will see you in me, through me, get to experience you wherever I go? So I encourage you to do that and then share that with us below. We want to know what it is that God and you did today, what adventures you went on with Jesus.
Hey, good morning. This is Brett. And when we were talking about the subject this morning being comparison, I started thinking about Luke 4, where it talks about the passions of the flesh and whether or not we're following after the will of God. And what I felt like God was saying is when you have comparison, you're actually focusing on your passions and you're not focusing on His presence. So this morning, instead of thinking about things as far as like comparing what other people are doing or what things that you're feeling on the inside or whatever's going on internally, just remember the presence. And then it's the presence that's going to take care of comparison.
Yeah, sticking on that theme of comparison, we were looking at Luke 9:46-48, in the story of the disciples having the conversation, who is the greatest, and Jesus bringing a child in the room. And just this idea of comparison, and that how comparison actually robs us of our identity and distracts us from our divine purpose. And so my challenge for you today is, at the end of the day, to look at yourself in the mirror and say, how was I today at being myself? I challenge you to do that, and I challenge you to get lost into the gaze of Jesus, just like a child does. They get attracted to the most attractive thing in the room. So I just pray over you to get lost in who He says you are, and that you can look at yourself at the end of the day and say, how did I do at being me today?
Cool. Morning, Steve. You know, we've been talking a bit about what's in Luke, and I mean, the whole argument about who's the greatest doesn't really exist when we know Jesus, because we know the answer to that. And you just look at the way He actually mentored and how He led those disciples, which is the perfect model for us. He wasn't worried about their abilities, about what they'd done in their past, who they were. He just worried about where they were at now and the fact that they were following Him. And they spent time arguing about who's the greatest, but He didn't even worry about that. So stop worrying about what your neighbour's doing, what the person next to you is doing. Just worry about what He wants you to do. And you worry about what you're doing, and you be the best you. So have a fantastic week. We love you, and we just want to see you be the best you. So like this, share this, and just get engaged in what Jesus has for your life. Bless you guys. Bye for now.